Sometimes I need a haircut. It's really that simple.
Uh-huh.
But simplicity seems to jump out the window when I head out the door into our society, which has a limited capacity for people who don't fit the norm.
So, society is stopping you from getting your hair cut?
And we're normally offered female or male. Mark the box of a tick, please make yourself fit. But I'm more that other, if that's even an option.
Girls get their hair cut or styled short all of the time. Guys grow their hair out long and get it styled all of the time. So, what are you even talking about?
Like I'm some thing on the outside, existing beside the world as it rolls by, all pink and blue. In this society entirely divisible by two into woman and man. But I relate most to that ampersand.
You are an ampersand. And this prevents you from telling the barber or the stylist that you want your hair short or long and or styled. Okay. How exactly do you have the haircut that you have right now, then?
And I need a haircut.
So, go get your hair cut.
So, option one is the salon. That womanly world of perfumed femininity with which I feel like I have little affinity.
Okay, I went to a hair salon to get my hair cut for years because it was within walking distance of my house. They didn't turn me away because I was male. I was a paying customer. And they knew how to cut hair because they were hairstylists. And I didn't feel out of place because it was a salon rather than a barber shop. But then, even if I had felt that way, that would have been my problem, not society's.
Or option two is the barbers, which isn't much better since this voice and these swells in my chest make me feel like an infiltrator.
Again, that is your problem.
But barbers or salon, when I get to the chair. Before we can even touch on my hair, there's this question which hangs there unuttered and awkward, then made all the more awkward when they say, I know this is awkward.
Do they really say that? Because I've been in several salons and barbershops in my life, and whether it's me or nearby customers, the question most commonly asked is, so, what would you like today? You'll pardon me if I doubt that you are that special.
And through the mirror they ask if I'm a boy or a girl. Am I trans? Am I gay? And I don't know what to say.
They ask these questions of you before cutting your hair. Doubt it.
Sometimes I pick my labels to make other people feel okay. But it's never enough to say where I'd like to be trimmed or shaved. They need to know my sex. How else can they charge the appropriate rate?
Oh, yeah, no. Doubt it again. Most places charge on the basis of style, which equates to time and materials spent. But, okay, let's say you're right. Let's say you have to tell them a boy's cut or a girl's cut. How does that, in any way, equate to any judgment being placed upon you that you are not projecting onto yourself?
I'm sure you've seen the signs. Gents trim £5, women's trim 9. It doesn't matter how I define anyway when the hair on our head's charged by what's between our legs, and as usual, there always seems to be a higher price to pay for those who are female.
That's because female haircuts generally involve more hair to work with and thus longer time spent to work with it. And time costs money. It's a matter of the general amount of labor spent. It is shorthand for a haircut or a cut and a style. But if it is so devastating to your psyche, then find a barber or a stylist that doesn't use that terminology. Sometimes in life, you have to go to the effort to make decisions for yourself.
And I know that the majority of people do feel safe in this divide.
It is not a divide any more than it is a reflection of biological reality.
But there's so much possibility if we trim a bit off our prejudices.
Oh, trim a bit off. I see what you did there. Clever ampersand.
And I know in the past few years things have been changing, and that is amazing. There's drag queens on TV and out queer celebrities, hormones and surgeries. But still too often, there's some of us standing, clutching our bladders stuck, trying to decipher which bathroom door symbol we better resemble based on what we are wearing or how brave we are feeling.
The world is not going to conform to your every need or whim. I don't know why you think it will, or why it should, but I can guess that maybe, just maybe, you're a bit self-centered and painting all the rest of us as villains. And you're the one doing that. All on your own.
There's day-to-day struggles people quietly battle, like finding a way to wear your own skin while navigating a world in which we don't always fit in.
Yes, you are the only one who has issues fitting in with other people or socializing with them. You are so very unique, your problems and internal struggles are so very difficult because you're so very special. Still, I see that you got your hair cut at some point, so...
We're queer and we're here, and life can be tough out there. So do you have to make a fuss, or could you just cut our fucking hair?
Nobody owes you anything. Pay them, and they will cut it. And unlike the natural progression of your follicle-based obsession, you might want to consider growing up. As always, thank you for watching.